We're here at ASAP Realty in Calabash, and I have some great people here to talk to you about their business. But first, just start off by telling our viewers your name and a little bit about what you do here. So we'll start with you, Ryan.
Okay, Ryan Powers. Originally from Maryland. My parents retired here in Ocean Ridge, and eventually I migrated south myself and saw them go through the real estate process, trying to figure out where they wanted to live, and there's a lot that goes into it, trying to figure out that right community and the perfect location, and they eventually chose Ocean Ridge. They've been really happy here, and I eventually moved here myself and try to help folks like them.
Okay, very good. Home. And Anna?
I'm Anna Arlington. I'm originally from New Jersey. I moved down here about 8 years ago to play golf, and realized that the real estate here was amazing. I love living here, and I got my license about 5 years ago, and I've been practicing ever since and enjoying every minute of it.
Very good. And lastly, Joy.
I'm Joy Seibel from Binghamton, New York, and I was in real estate for a few years in Binghamton before a friend of mine was in Myrtle Beach, and she said, "Come on down." So I've been here for 20 years selling real estate on the beach, and probably 15 in Calabash area. Just loving it and looking forward to helping as many people as we can to find the dream down here.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like y'all all really enjoy what you do. I guess, Ryan, first you start off by telling us what services do you offer here at ASAP Realty?
Well, we've got listings. We'll list homes and condos for sale as well as lots. But we also work with buyers quite a bit and try to help them discover the area and figure out that perfect community for them. So we do it all.
Okay. Now, do y'all rent homes as well, or are you mostly?
I mean, I think that's kind of what separates us. We're customer service oriented at heart. We do whatever we can to help people. I've got a few clients right now that I'm helping rent. We don't typically have a rental business, but we try to help folks however we can.
Gotcha. Very good. Now, Anna, can you tell us a little bit about the process? I know, or I guess I've heard, that the market's really starting to turn around and it's kind of getting back to where it should be. Tell us a little bit about the process for a buyer. Where do they even start?
Okay, well, first we basically, when the buyer comes to us, either via internet, referral, walk-in, we sit down with them and try to figure out what it is they're looking for, what their price range is, what community they would like to be in, and whether they want a home or a condo. All that really matters. And we search the MLS and hopefully can find them exactly what they're looking for in their price range. We try never to go over their price range, put them in an uncomfortable situation, and the features that they want.
Very good.
Garage, no garage.
Yeah, every buyer's unique, you know.
Right.
Everyone's coming down to live the dream, but everyone's dream's a little bit different.
Right.
So it's totally up to the buyers.
And we look for the property that suits everything they're looking for, hopefully. And, you know, there have to be concessions somewhere along the way, but I think what separates us is that we focus on that person as much as we can, give them as much of our time as we possibly can. We don't block out a certain number of hours for any of our people. We could spend a whole day. I've spent all day Saturday and all day Sunday with one buyer, just trying to, you know, find what they're really looking for.
Okay, very good. Now, Joy, what about the other side, the seller side? What is that process, and how does it work when they come in looking for some help to sell their home?
The sellers really do need a realtor's help, because if you're trying to sell it by yourself, all you're doing is sticking a sign in the yard, and chances of a buyer going by and finding that sign are remote. So we have the necessary tools to make that process so much easier. But the sellers, they need to know that we're on the internet via Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia. as well as other avenues to advertise for their product. And we try to price it right, be fair. All the realtors have the same tools. So when you're pricing a house, you have to take into consideration what an appraiser is also going to come in and value that house. Okay. So that's a big thing with sellers, but we're always there for our sellers to make sure that we give them constant feedback, constant assurance that we're doing everything possible for them.
Okay.
And the majority of our buyers are searching online before they even come down. So that's where we allocate a lot of our funds is Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com to get it visible and seen before they even come in town.
Okay, well good. So you can have someone who's looking for a $100,000 house or $1 million home, and y'all can provide services to everyone?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, and we cover some ground too. We'll go all the way up to Wilmington, to Calabash, all the way to Southport.
Myrtle Beach.
Full service. Yeah, we'll go anywhere.
Okay,
we're all licensed in South Carolina as well. But yeah, it just really depends. We sell on the beach. We'll sell communities. It just depends on what the buyers want, but we can do it all.
Very good. Now, what about some tips? Like, what would be something for a seller to know if they were starting to get their home ready? What do you think you would tell them just to make sure the house is a little bit more pleasing to the buyers?
Declutter as much as you can.
Okay.
You know, most of the buyers don't want to see all your stuff.
Right.
So as much as you can, try to clean up. And the big thing is priced right.
Okay.
The home's got to be priced right in this market. Like Joy touched on, appraisers are really running this market. If the home won't appraise at a certain value, then someone's essentially got to come in and pay cash for that home.
Okay.
So appraisals are big in this market.
Gotcha.
So therefore, it's got to be priced well.
Okay.
And then it'll sell.
And Anna, what about for the buyers? What are some tips? What do they need to be on the lookout for when they're looking for their homes?
Again, I think the hardest thing is to get yourself everything you want for the price range you're in.
Right.
Let's face it, not everybody comes down here with the deepest pockets, nor do they want to spend all the money they have. So I think you can't, where you set your expectations, be reasonable. And the other thing is be loyal to your realtor. We always tell people we're very loyal, and we are. But we also think that once you pick a realtor and you have that realtor sit with you for any length of time and work with you, take you out, so you're conversing via emails, you should be loyal to that realtor as well.
Okay.
When you start working with other realtors at the same time, it complicates everything, and then it puts the realtor in a very sticky situation.
Now, can you give us just your contact information, telephone number, your physical address in case people want to stop in just to get some information, and then maybe a website?
Yes, our office number is 910-579-2727. That's 2727 ASAP. Our physical address is 10152 Beach Drive, number 5. Yellow building, Calabash, across from the tea room.
Okay, and y'all have a website?
We do. It's www.asaprealtync.com.
Okay, great. Well, thank you guys all for doing the interview.
Thank
I'm
you for
excited
having
to
us,
see
Kat.
where y'all
Appreciate
go. Thank you.
Thank you.